Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by the title of this video today, we're doing like a chit-chatty kind of video. You guys seem to like it when I share my tips with you guys on certain things, so I wanted to give you my tips and tricks for planning a party. Lola's birthday is next week. It's July 11th. And I usually do, like on the birthday weekend, a little barbecue or something. And recently I planned a party for Mariana and her friends, as she's now left, but she wanted to do like a little get-together. So it was a crappy weather kind of day in June, and we wanted to do like a barbecue for all the kids going away. So myself and Shauna were talking about it, and we thought it was a good idea. So I wanted to share with you my tips and tricks on how I made it all work, because I did it all on my own. I never had any help at all, so I just wanted to say it's possible. I did pick to do it at my mom's place because her back deck is bigger, but when I called and told her the date, she told me that they weren't going to be there, they were going to be at a dinner and dance. So I was like, okay, cool, I'll use your place. And she was like, sounds good. You know, I usually host Lola's birthday here, which is what I'm going to be doing this year as well. So for Mariana's party, basically to make it all work, because it was all teenagers, it wasn't like asking adults to come hang out and like bring potluck style thing. I had to pull it all off myself. So the first thing I did to make sure it was effective was we sat down and we planned out like who was coming, and I was very clear in the invitations of Squiggy and Mariana's friends that I needed to know 100% for sure if they were coming or not. Like, RSVPing was not optional, it was mandatory. I made it mandatory for everybody because you don't want to overbuy food, and I think that's the worst thing about planning parties. I hate people who don't RSVP because it is cruel to the person who is doing the whole food thing. And it's a lot of money to put together, like, you know, food for 16 people or for 20 people, and then when you're doing it all by yourself, you need to know what you're buying. Luckily for the kids' party, it was just hamburgers and hot dogs, so I could just freeze them if I didn't want them. So it was okay, but I was very, 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 very strict on the RSVPing. And I'm glad I was, because everybody did show up and I wasn't like stuck with too much food. So I had my number. That was the first thing I did, and I was like, and I didn't say like RSVP the day of, like set a date for your RSVP deadline. That is probably my biggest tip I could give anybody. And people are like, really, Amanda, that's insane. No, it's not insane, because when you have to do it all on your own, you need to have a deadline set. So I set that deadline, it worked out fine, everybody said yes. Now, just to be clear, people can cancel last minute, like things happen, I 100% understand that, but you know for sure if you intend on going to a party, so I don't know why people can't RSVP. Like, things can go wrong. I've had like family emergencies come up, someone's been hospitalized or something like that. Then you send your apologies, but it's one last minute thing. It's not, you know, I'll say yes, but I have no intentions on going on and come up with some stupid lie like, I got drunk last night and wanted to stay home. You know what I mean? Like, there's a fine line, and people need to be more respectful of it. So I'm very strict about any party planning. If I don't get an RSVP, I'm not buying food for you. I don't care. I don't care about you enough. That's my attitude about that. So we did that, and then we sat down and we like curated a list of like what kind of snacks we wanted and stuff. And whatever I could buy like a week in advance, I bought a week in advance. So all of the junk food, all of the things we needed for baked goods. Like, I knew I was going to make Josh a birthday cake because it was his birthday that weekend. So I picked up all the ingredients once I like asked Shauna what flavor he would like and all that kind of stuff. So I did everything I could a week in advance, so there was no last minute running around. I had my number for a number of people, so I picked up all of the food as well, and I had all that in my freezer. Like, we were solid, we were good to go. So then the night before the party, all I had to do was bake a million cookies. Excuse me, a million cookies. And that same weekend I also had to make some other stuff. So luckily Mariana likes to be in the kitchen and hang out, so she helped me. So we made all of the cookies, we made pies, we made cakes. The pies were something else, but it was like a production plant of baked goods in my kitchen. And we knew we needed it, we knew what time we needed it for, so there was no reason why we couldn't prepare it. Then the night before, we packed everything we needed, so like cups, plates, everything, and all of the things that were non-perishable into bags. So it was literally a matter of grabbing recyclable bags 2 hours before the party, putting them in my car, and going to the party place. So like, it was very, very concise. In that 2 hours when we got to Mom's, I just like went to work. We set up tables. It was supposed to rain, so the only thing Dad helped me with before he left was building a tarp over the deck so we could stay outside because it was too many people to be inside. And that's exactly what we did. We built a tarp, we ran an extension cord, we brought a space heater outside because it was so cold, and we just hung out the whole time outside with blankets and everything else until it started to downpour. And then when it started to downpour, I had a contingency plan. Always have a contingency plan is the next one. Things go wrong, guys, that you can't control. So for me, I knew I was entertaining teenagers and I knew it was going to be cold. So I packed a card game, like Cards Against Humanity. I brought my Bluetooth speaker. They DJ'd their own party. Like, it was, you know, things like that. And we were able to have the party outside and inside no matter what happened, rain, shine, snow, or sleet, because I mean, it's Newfoundland. It's not impossible for it to snow in June. So I was like very much a production plant of baked goods, and it's all about communication. I mean, I planned it out. We had a vegetarian, and I was very clear that I wasn't buying vegetarian food. So I said so basically anyone that was gluten-free or vegetarian or had a special dietary requirement, I told them to bring what they wanted cooked and I would do it. So the trick is to not cater to everybody, and I know it's hard. It'd be different if there was like 10 vegetarians and 2 non-vegetarians. Then fine, you would cater to the majority. But for me, it was like very much there was only one vegetarian, and she was super sweet about it, and it was easy and it was great. And she was like, brought my burger, can you throw it on whenever you want? And that was it. So that's exactly how it went down. And it was easy. So to recap, make lists, set deadlines, be prepared, stay organized, and have a contingency plan. And you'll be able to throw together a party very last minute. I mean, Lola's party is this weekend, and I haven't done anything for it, but I will be able to like go out like on tomorrow night and just literally get what I need, come home, and be ready to go for Saturday. Like, it's not hard at all, and I wish like people would panic, like, and I don't know why people panic about it, because the trick is to stay calm and just get things done. It's like everything else in life. It's the same thing with adulting. Like my adulting tips video, like pretty much the moral of that video was to make lists, stay on top of things, and be organized, and you'll succeed. And it's not hard. I mean, checklists are a girl's best friend, and I wish people would use them more often, because a lot less things in life would be forgotten if people stay on top of their stuff. So if you guys have any fun summer parties planned in the future for the next month and a half or so in Newfoundland, because let's be fair, that's about all the time we get to have nice weather, leave me a comment down below. What do you like to do to make your parties more fun? Do you guys do themed parties? Like my mom does Canada Day and Regatta Day and like all that kind of stuff, but I usually just like, this is why we're having a party, so come and enjoy it kind of thing. I want to know what you like to do, so tell me down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and I will see you in my next one. Love you guys. Bye!